Hey everyone. Now, I would like to discuss with you today about two about two things I plan on announcing. Two major things. I'll save the best for last. First, I'm going to announce. I'm going to announce and discuss about is that I understand people who have an outside of Facebook job who are working more than are working 50 or more than 50 hours a week, who's working like say a ton of hours and they can't do much in the groups and they need time to rest. And I understand that these requirements in the group is hard for them. It's hard on them. And yeah, I mean, like, I understand that someone who's working over 50 hours a week can't attend all the threads, stuff like that. I understand that, and I understand where the scheduling and the in-group can become hard. So that's why the first change I'm going to announce to you is that beginning tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., Monday, June 28th, 2021, all admins and mods who are working over 50 hours a week at their outside of Facebook job are not required to attend threads when even when scheduled in a group. So if you're working 50 or more hours at your outside of a Facebook job, you are not required to attend threads, even when you're scheduled for them. And also, admins and mods who are working 50 or more hours a week will also only be required to help out in the group when they can. And also, I would like to clarify that I'd like to emphasize that the requirements will remain in effect for those working anywhere under 50 hours a week at the outside Facebook job, or not working at all. So, yeah. Like, I understand where it comes hard for everyone who are working that many hours a week, 50 or more, to be attending threads, always bumping banners. So that's why, yeah, I'm announcing the easing those requirements beginning tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Okay, I think that I can go ahead and announce the second biggest major change. Now, we've been in the phase, this is about the phase plan, by the way, like COVID restrictions. Now, we've been in the phase plan since March 19th, 2020, when I shut everything down and we considered that in phase 1. And then on July, we were shut down for 4 months, and then in July 5th, we hit phase 2. Where everything except the classic threads were permitted. And then say a little nearly 2 months later, let's just round it off at that. We entered phase 3, and except for the 3-week shutdown we went back to phase 1 back in January, we've been in phase 3 for, let me count. about 10 months. We've been in phase 3 for about 10 months, except for during that 3-week shutdown. And we've been in it for months, and I know how everyone in the group wants to go back to normal. In all pro wrestling fans INC. And that's why I like to. That's why I'm announcing that beginning Friday, July 16th at 12:01 a.m., all COVID-19 restrictions will be lifted. This includes the limit of trivias that are allowed to be posted during the threads and stuff like that. All restrictions will be gone beginning July 16th. And we're finally exiting the phased COVID-19 restrictions. We're finally exiting phase 3. And going back to the way it was prior to March 19th, 2020. We're going back to normal, guys. And also, all current group rules will remain in effect. Meaning that all the, even so the phase thing will be going away in the group announcement beginning July 16th. The group rules in the announcement session of the group will still be there. They will still be in effect. So, yeah. And that's why we went a long way, guys. I mean, and I remember when things were slower back in September, I had a ban of doing thread trivias and all threads, and then I eased it as we went on. And for example, I allowed doing thread trivias returning to pay-per-view threads on November 22nd, 2020. And then on March 22nd, I announced where I was gonna ease it a little bit, but I decreased the pay-per-view limit on Twitch videos from 10 to 5 because I thought it was necessary at the time. Things were still slow, and also on this month, June 15th, I eased them a lot. So we're on the ease restrictions. It will be exiting restrictions beginning next month. Actually, a little more than 2 weeks from now, they'll all be lifted. They'll all be gone. We'll be exiting phase 3. Finally, we're finally going back to the way it was. And we became a long way, and it's time for us to go back to normal because as states, we're seeing a lot more normalcy in the United States. It's time for us to start seeing a lot more in the group as well. So yeah, I am pleased to announce these major changes. The first one was to make it easier for admins and mods who are working a bunch of hours at their jobs. And the second one is something that we've been waiting for months. And I am pleased to announce that to all of you that we're finally able to go back to normal in the group. And hopefully we can stay that way too, and we don't go backwards in COVID. So this is something that that I am pleased to announce to every single one of you. And let's just keep going forward, guys. But anyways, that's that's everything I got to discuss. Thank you all for listening, showing up. Goodbye.